Houston, Texas, today at NRG Stadium, as we are going to find out who will go home as champions of the Kinder's Texas Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Epps. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas offense will start this game off. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Now the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Landry. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll go up top on second and short. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Clark. Wide open downfield. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature.
Turning it on! And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Houston's offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jeff? Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Houston going up tempo. The give on the option. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Gives it on the option. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll try the run. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. From the gun, running back gets the give. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take...
Fires the pass, intercepted. Got room on the return. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Cougars. The defense takes matters into its own hands. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Epps. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Gets the back moving, looking for a man. It's Clark. Swings it out to his running back. Busts through behind his pad. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. A fun postseason battle here, deadlocked at the end of the 1st. Here's a quick check of the stats so far. As we move into the 2nd, let's hope the rest of the game lives up to the early start. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
That's caught. It's Landry. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Working the big fella to the corner. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Clark. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Running through contact. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Texas! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Houston offense comes onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The Cougars are in the hurry-up. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. He rifles one deep down the right side. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play, an interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Runs through the tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Still on their side of the field, no problem. Going for it, 4th and short from the 44. Grab near the marker, it's Adams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take up the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
It'll be 3rd and long. Trying play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Leaves it with the running back. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Makes the grab. It's Landry. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wide receiver comes in motion. The corners are walked up tight. To the air, it's Clark. Working that left side now. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the ground game. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Makes the grab. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Houston offense once again. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half, and that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
Houston wants to play fast.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Across the 45. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. Makes a man miss. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Payne. There he goes. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Cougars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. The Cougars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball. Trying to get it in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Houston. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Epps. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Got his man. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Takes it on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The inside handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. And the Longhorns look to do some damage in the red zone. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Out of the gun, the inside give. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Longhorns! They take the lead with the 6. He'll try to tack on one more.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He'll start this drive firing. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but
Breaks into the open. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Reads it, fires complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Incomplete to the left. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Now on 2nd down. Trying to impose their will with the run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Houston going up tempo. He's got it on the right. Touchdown, Houston! And they take it in for 6 more points. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Back to pass, it's Clark. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Bringing it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Paul? Gets the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the 4th quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Leaves it with the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught over the middle. It's Landry. There he goes to the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. He'll start the return inside his 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Off the RPO, complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Adams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Third down play from the gun. Quickly complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Oh, he's not punting. He's going to throw. And he's got it. It's a first down. And they caught the return team hitting the snooze button, and they pick up the first down. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Power football with the run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
And how about that? In the 4th quarter, and you need your kicker to execute a bomb to take the lead. You trust him, and he absolutely delivers.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Clark. They're working that left side. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Got his man quickly. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab outside. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And this defense breaks it open as they return it to the house for 6. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
Hey, it's your job to stop them. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Makes the catch. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows.